Property or crypto? This is the question I'll be answering in today's video. With investing, you really need some form of plan. You need a strategy. My strategy is long-term buy and hold with property, index investing, single stocks and crypto. Before we get stuck in, the aim of this channel is to help fellow investors with how to invest, where to invest and how to invest safely. It's the channel that seriously cares about you and your investing. Right, let's push on. In today's video, I'll be going over how you can invest in any market, some of the benefits of property investing, some of the benefits of crypto investing, and finally, what's the best way to invest, property or crypto? How to invest in any market. Over the last 20 years of investing, I've literally made every mistake in the book, like trying to time the market with crypto in 2021. I've made that many mistakes, I've even written a book. And this was mainly to help other investors avoid some of the common investing mistakes that loads of investors make. The link for my first self-published book can be found in the description below. Anyway, back to 2021, I was torn as I knew that there would be a crypto crash at some point. Most of the stuff I was watching on YouTube or podcasts I was listening to was saying the market would crash at the end of December 2021. I held on. I held on because of FOMO and greed and didn't cash out the huge profits I'd made throughout 2021. I knew better and should have cashed out some of the profit I'd made. But I never, and a few months later, by about March 2022, my portfolio was down roughly 90%. This was difficult to swallow, but I got over it after some serious reflection. My advice would be not to try and predict any market. This is why long-term investing suits me. It enables me to ride the inevitable ups and downs of the market. With long-term investing, I'm very calm and negative emotions don't get anywhere. Just bear this in mind if you're chasing quick, easy money. It doesn't exist from my experience. It makes you very emotional and doesn't help your mental health at all. Benefits of property investing. I have always had a little thing for property. To find out what I've been doing property-wise over the last 20 years, you can read The Dormant Landlord, my second book, and the link for my second self-published book can be found in the description below. Property is a legitimate way of getting you some early financial independence, FI. If you're organised and you know what you're doing, it can be relatively passive as well. This is especially the case with single let properties from my experience. My portfolio is made up of single let in the northeast of England. I benefit from approximately £200 per calendar month from each property, and then there's potential capital appreciation. I'm confident that all of my properties will go up over the next 20 odd years, but my focus is on cash flow. With 7 rental properties, this means I'm making £1,400 per calendar month cash flow. My target is £4,000 per calendar month cash flow, and that will mean I am FI, financially independent. If I continue doing what I'm doing with single lets, I'll need 20 properties to reach my FI target of £4,000 per calendar month. If I manage to get 20 properties, this means I'm FI and I'm a full-time investor. There are many strategies you can tackle when you start looking into property, like HMOs, PLOs, SA, service accommodation, commercial to residential conversions, flats, title splits, and many more. We're all different and will inevitably go in different directions. What suits me currently is single lets. It's what I know and I feel is the most passive of the different property strategies. This is the right thing for me currently at the moment because I still have a job and don't want to be overwhelmed with being too busy. As I've touched on, the main benefits of property is with cash flow and potential capital appreciation. It can be hard work, so you want to get organised straight away and make things as passive as possible. Benefits of crypto investing. Up until 2021, I just thought Bitcoin and crypto were very risky and didn't really take it that seriously. Things have changed big time as I've started to understand this exciting new technology. Crypto is a risky asset class. The risk is that many cryptos probably won't exist in 10 years, so you could lose all or most of your money depending on what you invest into. I understand the risk of crypto investing, but I also understand the huge potential upside. I feel if you invest in a legitimate cryptos over the next few years, it will lead to life-changing returns. Maybe invest into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and one or two other cryptos in the top 20 in terms of coin market cap. That's just my opinion, by the way. 100% not advice. The current financial system is broken. This is because governments and central banks are printing millions, billions, and even trillions of extra fiat currency. It's reducing our spending power year on year and leading to inflation. This is where Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies come in. In my opinion, BTC has the potential to solve a lot of the economic problems we currently face. Many people in the world agree, and that's why it's getting adopted at such a fast rate. Cryptos remove the middleman, banks and other financial institutions that is, and make it faster and cheaper to move money around from one place to another. And states like Texas and Florida in America are pro-Bitcoin, and El Salvador has even made it legal tender. Any other states or countries that adopt Bitcoin will be ahead of the game, in my opinion, especially if they encourage the younger generation to learn about it, like adding it to the school curriculum. Unfortunately, this is not the case in the UK, currently anyway. We don't even get taught about money at school. Never mind Bitcoin and other digital assets. I strongly believe in Bitcoin and other crypto assets. I think it will have a major part to play in the future of money. It won't be smooth because most governments and central banks are petrified of it. They don't want us to adopt Bitcoin, me and you, and want us to continue with the current broken financial system. My thinking is that cryptos can solve many of the problems we face that we have with the current financial system, as I've touched on, like the loose monetary policy we've seen from governments and banks for decades. I also think it's very early and you have the opportunity to make huge returns. Mass adoption will happen after regulation. This is because that's when the big boys get in, the big institutions, property or crypto. If you had 25,000 to invest, what would you do? Buy one Bitcoin or would you buy one rental property? This is more of a question to myself, so I can decide on what my current preference is. 25,000 would give me enough to buy a rental property similar to the properties that make up my current portfolio. It would also give me the funds to buy just over one Bitcoin as the price hovers just below $25,000 as we kick off 2023. Personally, I would go with Bitcoin. This is because I genuinely feel it would secure my family's financial future. One property would bring in some money each month, some cash flow. It would help them if they needed to sell. My family, it would probably increase in value by a few percent per year, but one Bitcoin has the potential to be worth a lot of money in years to come. My feeling is that it will be worth hundreds of thousands at some point within the next 10 years. Some of the people I follow, like Kathy Wood, the CEO of ARK Invest, think one Bitcoin will be worth over $1 million within the next 10 years. Like I say, my thinking is based on securing my family's financial future. It's because I strongly believe in Bitcoin and other crypto assets. My conviction is because of the many books, podcasts, YouTube videos I've consumed over the last few years. Some investors would prefer to go all in with property or crypto. I prefer more of a hybrid approach, a bit of both. Even though I would choose one Bitcoin over one rental property, I still feel I can invest in both, like using profits from crypto gains to buy rental properties over the next few years. Make sure you educate yourself so you fully understand what it is you're investing in, what you're investing your hard money into, so you can get ready for the next bull market. What would you prefer, by the way, property or crypto, or maybe a bit of both? Comment below and let me know what your thoughts are. Anyway, that's it for today's video. My hope is that you've enjoyed the content and taken something away to help you and your investing. Thanks for listening. And if you've enjoyed the video, please share it with someone else who's going to be interested in crypto so we can help them with their crypto investing.